Now an honor to recognize the 2015 Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award winners. The Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award is the highest honor bestowed by the School of Medicine. Our honorees received a replica of Old Red at a special ceremony we had last night. Today they will receive medallions bearing the likeness of Ashbel Smith, and if you look in your program, you can see biographies of our award winners. The first honoree to be recognized is Dr. Michael Abbas. Dr. Abbas graduated UTMB in 1973, then went on to complete an internship and residency in internal medicine at the University of Kentucky Medical Center, where he also served as chief resident. In 1983, he joined the Waco Cardiology Associates, where he has been director of cardiology at the Hillcrest Baptist Medical Center, and was the former director of the Cardiac Rehabilitation Center at the Providence Health Complex. He earned a Master of Divinity degree with a focus on ethics and moral theology in 1998, and a year later was ordained a bivocational Episcopalian priest. He has served on the staff at St. Paul's Episcopal Church in Waco while continuing his medical practice. In 1999, he founded and directed the first national undergraduate program in medical humanities at Baylor University. He was awarded the first Lifetime Achievement Award in medical humanities at Baylor in 2012 for his contributions to the program. Dr. Abbas has held tenure on the board of directors of the Hillcrest Baptist Medical Center, the Seminary of the Southwest, and the Episcopal Health Foundation. He's also a fellow of the American College of Cardiology. Dr. Abbas's book, Medicine and Healing at the Crossroads, One Life, is scheduled to be published this fall. It's my pleasure to present the Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award to Dr. Michael Abbas. Dr. Abbas, will you please come forward? Take a picture. Our next honoree is Dr. Robert Beecham. Dr. Beecham was elected to the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society and went on to graduate from UTMB in 1982 with highest honors. After serving as a member of UTMB's faculty, Dr. Beecham joined Vanderbilt University, where he was named the first chief of Vanderbilt's Division of Surgical Oncology and Endocrine Surgery, and the John Sawyer's MD Professor of Surgery in 1997. In 2001, he was appointed to the J.C. Fauci Distinguished Professor, and he was also appointed chair of the Section of Surgical Sciences, and he currently sees a very large department there, unit there, with 8 departments and over 240 faculty members. Dr. Beecham has been recognized for his educational and scholarly work. He was the 2009 recipient of the Frank Boehm Award for Excellence in Teaching. He was elected, or has been elected, to membership in the American Society of Clinical Investigation, the Institute of Medicine of the National Academies, and he's also been elected a fellow of the Association for the Advancement of Science. He currently serves as president of the Tennessee chapter of the American College of Surgeons. In April this year, he received the Flance Carl Award for Scientific Achievement from the American Surgical Association. The American Surgical Association is the oldest surgical association in this country, and this award is one of their highest honors. So it's my pleasure now to present the Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award to Dr. Robert Beecham. Dr. Beecham. Congratulations. Our third Ashbel Smith honoree today is Dr. Melinda StDS. After graduating magna cum laude in 1978, she stayed on at UTMB to complete her neurology residency. She served as chief resident during her last year. Board certified in both neurology and neuropathology, Dr. StDS continued her education and earned a Master of Business Administration degree from Case Western Reserve University's Weatherhead School of Management in 1995. She has held several faculty appointments from 1992 to 2011, including serving as Associate Professor of Anatomic Pathology and Neuropathology at Ohio State University, Professor of Pathology at Case Western Reserve College of Medicine, and Clinical Professor of Pathology at the University of Vermont College of Medicine. She currently serves as President and Chief Executive Officer of St. Luke's Health System in Kansas City, Missouri, In this role, she is responsible for 10 hospitals and the financial, operational, and strategic planning and management of this $1.5 billion health system. She currently serves on the board of the American Hospital Association. Dr. StDS was chair of the board of the Vermont Association of Hospitals and Health Systems and is a member of the board of the Missouri Hospital Administration Association. It's my pleasure then to present the Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award to Dr. Melinda StDS. Dr. StDS?
Thank you very much.
Next, we will honor Dr. Jeffrey Lanier. After completing medical school in 1966, Dr. Lanier served as a general medical officer in the U.S. Navy in Vietnam and Moffett Naval Air Station. In 1973, he joined the Houston Eye Associates, which is now considered one of the largest professional organizations for ophthalmology in the country, and he has been elected president of the practice for the last 15 years. Dr. Lanier was appointed clinical assistant professor in the Department of Ophthalmology of the University of Texas Health Sciences Center at Houston in 1973, and was then promoted to clinical associate professor in 1984, and then to clinical professor in 1991. In addition to his appointment at UT Houston, he is currently clinical associate professor in our Department of Ophthalmology here at UTMB. Dr. Lanier is a nationally and internationally recognized expert in corneal and external diseases of the eye. He's an expert in corneal surgery and has presented more than 200 clinical presentations. For the past 30 years, he has served in leadership roles for the Lions Eye Bank of Texas and the Lions Foundation for Sight. These are two nonprofit medical organizations whose mission is to support the availability of viable donor tissue for those who need corneal transplants. So it's now my pleasure to present the Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award to Dr. Lanier. Our next honoree is Dr. Shannon Raymer of the class of 1972. Dr. Raymer received her Master of Arts degree in microbiology in 1970 and her Doctor of Medicine degree 2 years later. She went on to complete an internship at the University of Utah in 1973 and did her dermatology residency at Baylor College of Medicine in Houston in 1976. That same year, Dr. Raymer joined our faculty here at UTMB, and she currently serves as Professor of Dermatology and Pediatrics, and she also chairs our Department of Dermatology. Dr. Raymer has been actively involved in numerous dermatological organizations throughout her career and has served as president of the Houston Society, the Texas Dermatological Society, and nationally the Society for Pediatric Dermatology. In 2001, she was awarded the Robert G. Freeman, MD, Mentoring and Leadership Award by the Texas Dermatological Society. She's actively involved in teaching and clinical care and has been selected for recognition by Best Doctors in America, as a Texas Monthly Magazine Super Doctor, and as a Houstonian Top Doctor. It's my pleasure to present the Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award to Dr. Raymer. The last honoree to receive this award, Dr. Olsen N Singleton, unfortunately could not be with us today, but I wanted to say some things about him. Dr. Singleton graduated from UTMB's School of Medicine with honors in 1964, and he remained at UTMB to do a surgical internship under Dr. Truman Blocker. In 1996, Dr. Singleton completed 1 year of general surgical residency at the University of Florida in Gainesville before moving to Boston to do otorhinolaryngology, head and neck surgery at the Massachusetts Eye and Ear Infirmary. During the latter part of his residency, he served as a teaching fellow for Harvard in Cambridge. After 2 years of serving as a major in the U.S. Air Force at Andrews Air Force Base in Washington, Dr. Singleton was appointed assistant professor in the Department of Otorhinolaryngology at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. That was in 1971. In 1973, he returned to his hometown of Wichita Falls, Texas, where he started a single specialty group with 2 colleagues and enjoyed 39 years of practicing general ENT and facial plastic surgery. His service to medicine and his community was recognized in 2007 by the Wichita County Medical Society, which presented him with the Distinguished Service Award. So please join me now in congratulating all of our award recipients.